All right. So yesterday we did notes on properties of exponents. It looks like this. There's a little typo on there. Anyways, uh, it looks like it says P laws, but it's just laws of exponents. We are potentially likely having a quiz Friday. We'll see if we have to move it back, so just remember that. So today you're having time to finish yesterday's assignment. I know these exponent properties can be kind of maybe a little challenging. So again, you want to have plenty of time. So here's a reminder of how to do some of these on this warm-up. And then we'll give you time to work on that assignment and do corrections from the test Monday if you need to. If you did not pass it, you'll have time today. I need more people looking up here. Look, let's talk about this. Number one, look. So if you have two of the same base, okay, being multiplied, what is our rule for the exponents? Do I add them or multiply them? What do y'all think? Okay, add them up. So two bases that match, add those exponents. So 3 plus 4, this is x to the 7. Okay? Now, number 2, doesn't that number 2 kind of look like number 1? Kind of, right? Except, look at this one. There's only one base. So if you have your notes from yesterday, on the back, we talked about what if there's one base and two exponents, two powers. This is the situation where you multiply. So when you have a power raised to another power, that's when you multiply. 3 times 4 gives you 12. So does everyone see them? They're side by side. When there's two bases multiplying, you add the powers. When there's one base with two powers, you multiply the powers. Okay? Very important. Number 3, now we're dividing. So before we start talking about exponents, let's look at these coefficients. I got 6 over 12. 6 divided by 12. You can type it into Desmos or mentally reduce it, but it should give you 1/2, okay? So I'm gonna write my fraction bar. I'm gonna put 1/2, okay? Now here's the deal. Whenever you have a 1 on top, unless that's the only thing there, usually we don't write that 1, okay? All right, check it out. Right here. Usually we do not write the 1, it's implied, right? So let's just do the next part and see if we need to write that 1, okay? Now, whenever we're dividing and it's the same base, we learned yesterday, you're going to subtract the powers, top minus bottom. So the top power is 8, the bottom is 7. 8 minus 7 is 1, right? So you would think that's x to the 1 power. So if you write 1x to the 1, it's not wrong, but this is not the way you're normally going to see this written, okay? Usually you don't have a 1 out front, right? Usually you don't have a 1 in the exponent. So the way you would really write this is just x over 2, okay? You don't have to write the 1 in front, it's invisible. You don't have to write the 1 in the exponent, it's invisible. It's just really x over 2. That's the normal way you'll see it. Maybe you'll see like 1/2 x like this sometimes, but x over 2 is fine, okay? All right, last but not least, the last thing we talked about on the notes yesterday, if y'all were still awake, I know it was kind of a lot all at once. Well, any number to the 0 power equals what? 1, okay? It is 1, right? And here's a reminder. Every number has an exponent of 1. Any non-zero number to the 0 power is 1, okay? So just be careful. If there's a number multiplying to that, make sure you multiply, okay? But if it's just a number to the 0 power, that is 1, okay? So we got our answers here. That's it for our warm-up today, okay? Because I want to give you plenty of time. Work on yesterday's assignment. If I give you corrections, you need to prioritize that. When you do test corrections, you have to do it first, finish it before you leave, and turn it in. If you don't finish, you're going to say, Mr. G, I didn't finish. But you need to finish today, okay? Just plan to do that. Do not take it home. You are not allowed to be on your phone when you're doing test corrections, but you may use Desmos. Okay, let's get started. Here we go.